Meet George. George thinks of himself as a pretty regular guy with no major health problems. He has a job he likes, but he's already dreaming of how much more fishing he'll get to do when he retires. He's also been living on his own since his wife died, and it can get kind of lonely. In his last few checkups, George's doctor mentioned that his blood pressure is higher than she'd like. She asked him to make some changes to his diet and add some activity. So far, he's cut out the bowl of ice cream after dinner, but that's about it. In his last visit, she told him that his latest labs show his blood pressure and cholesterol are too high, which put him at a much higher risk for heart attack or stroke. She wants him to start taking 2 medicines. And he really needs to make those lifestyle changes they talked about. But George isn't happy about the idea of changing his life around and taking a bunch of different medicines. Lately, George has been miserable. He's not enjoying life or his favorite things, like fishing with his best friend Max. One day at the river, George tells Max what's going on. His medicines are confusing and he doesn't always remember to take them. He's not a fan of his new diet. Less fat, less salt, less flavor, if you ask him. And he doesn't want to exercise. It's not like he can take up yoga or anything. George is also really missing his wife. She would have made everything seem so easy, but instead he's frustrated and worried about what will happen if he doesn't get it right. Max reminds George how overwhelmed he felt when he started having kidney problems and how George was really there for him then. And Active Health, the well-being program offered at their company, was there for him too. George admits that he's been getting some calls from them, but he thought he could handle it on his own, so he didn't call back. Max encourages George to give them a try. George took Max's advice and called Active Health, and what a difference it's made. His coach Robin has been really helpful. She answered all of his questions about his medicine and even helped him set reminders to take and refill them. She also gave him some good ideas for how to make his meals healthy and tasty, and for being more active. George feels like she cares about him. She let him talk about his family and how much he misses his wife. She even helped him find a support group for people who have lost their partners. And she encouraged him when he talked about getting a dog. He's really missed having one. Striker is so much fun, and George is getting more activity walking him and loves meeting new people at the dog park. The best part? Striker loves to be at the river with George and Max. For the first time in a while, George feels content. He's happy at work, he's managing his health, and he's not as lonely. And better yet, the fish are biting. At Active Health, we believe in whole person health, so we treat our members like the complex beings they are and offer them support that helps bring their mind, body, and spirit into balance, achieve their health goals, and become truly well.